Ukraine is under enormous pressure as it gears up for fresh talks with the US and Saudi Arabia. On the ground, Russia has intensified its unrelenting aerial assaults. On the other hand, US President Donald Trump has stepped up pressure on President Zelensky to accept his demands for a quick ceasefire with Moscow without promising a security guarantee. Russia claims its forces have controlled several settlements in Kursk. It has been edging forward at a lightning speed in the Eastern Front. The Ukrainian side reports engaging in battle with Russian soldiers in Kursk, Kharkiv, Kupiansk and Pokrovsk. Ukraine, struggling on the front lines, says its forces have carried out strikes on Russian air defense systems and artillery systems, among other targets. Russia has amplified its aggression against Ukraine ahead of highly anticipated fresh round of talks between the US and Ukraine in Saudi Arabian port city of Jeddah on Tuesday. The highly anticipated negotiations will focus on resolving the three-year conflict. The talks will see US and Ukrainian officials meet for the first time since Zelensky's disastrous White House visit 2 weeks back.
We're looking at a lot of things. We have big meetings coming up, as you know, in Saudi Arabia. That's going to include Russia. It'll be Ukraine. We'll see if we can get something done. I'd like to get something done. A lot of people died this week, as you know, in Ukraine. Not only Ukrainians, but Russians. So I think everybody wants to see it get done. We're going to make a lot of progress, I believe, this week.
President Zelensky is due to arrive in Saudi Arabia today, a day ahead of crucial talks with the US. Zelensky will meet Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the country's de facto leader, after which his team will stay for a day for the meeting with the American team. The Ukrainian president says Ukraine is fully committed to constructive dialogue, but wants its interests to be taken into account in the right way. Ukraine will propose sky and sea ceasefires at Saudi talks with the US. The Ukrainian delegation will include Ukraine's Chief of Staff, Foreign Minister, Defense Minister, and Deputy Head of the Presidential Office. The US delegation, on the other hand, will include US President Donald Trump's envoy to West Asia, Secretary of State, and National Security Advisor. Ahead of the talks, Witkoff said Washington wants to get down to a framework for a peace agreement and an initial ceasefire as well.
The Ukrainians, they are trying to recover after that disastrous meeting that President Volodymyr Zelensky had in the Oval Office last month that descended into an argument between him, President Donald Trump, and Vice President J.D. Vance. They're looking to sign, likely in the coming weeks, a rare earths mineral deal that the Trump administration had sought, and the Ukrainians are likely really hoping to turn back on American military aid as well as American intelligence sharing to counter the Russians. For the Americans, they want to push forward with what Donald Trump wants, which is this peace deal, these peace talks between him and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.